We're approaching week 3 of our business vlog, and I have to tell you guys, I feel like going through this, there's so many moving pieces, but it feels good to feel like I'm not alone in this. You guys are kind of with me along for the ride, for all the ups and downs. I do want you to comment below. Just let me know how you're thinking about these vlogs so far. If you have watched week 1 and week 2, tell me if you feel these are helpful. Please comment below with any questions of anything you want to see as we continue to journey through building our For the Love of Peyton brand. I am on my way right now to the Apple Store. Why? Because I have a MacBook Pro. I purchased this MacBook Pro back in I would say it was 2017, December 2017. It was right around the time they had just come up with the MacBook with the touch bar. So I do have that one. However, at the time, I purchased it because my need in that moment was to utilize this to manage projects. And the company that I had did offer a business computer, but I wanted to use a Mac because I'm just more comfortable with a Mac, so I wanted to invest in one. And also, I don't like to only have a company laptop. I like to have my own personal one as well, for obvious reasons. And I purchased this to use for personal use, but also to manage projects. So while managing projects, I did not really need a lot of applications that was going to be taking a lot of my memory up. But now my needs have changed. Now I am utilizing my MacBook or my MacBook Pro rather, to edit lots of videos and pictures. And videos and pictures, when they are high res and we are using the top settings to save these videos, it takes up a lot of space. So with that being said, I am going over to the to the Mac store to see if I can get some additional memory added to my computer instead of getting a new one altogether. If I cannot get that, because nothing's wrong with the computer is in fantastic condition. The only issue is that I need more space. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to get this additional space. If not, I'm going to have to look into purchasing a new MacBook, which is priced at about $3,000, because I want to get the top memory so that I'm not running into the same issue a year from now. So I'll take you inside there with me and let's see what we find out.
If you're looking at this one, this is automatically going to have 1 terabyte of storage. You can upgrade that to 2. You can upgrade your memory from 16 to 32 or 64. So similar to what we were looking at on the 27-inch, there's more options for that because it doesn't have that Apple that M1 chip, the processor, which is Apple's chip. This still uses an Intel chip.
This still uses the Intel chip, but the smaller one uses the M1.
Uses M1, yep. Okay. So this one has the ability to go from 16 to 32 or 64. Okay. But what I was telling you a second ago, as far as this one being maybe a little more capable of handling video editing, is it does have a separate dedicated graphics card too, so which also has its own memory. So if you are running into issues where it's like trying to compress a file or decompress a file and use that to edit video, that's where this graphics card will come into play with its own separate dedicated video memory. So that's something that's available on the 16-inch, but as you can see, it's also even higher price point than we were looking at on that 27-inch iMac. The 27-inch iMac has this also. So separate dedicated graphics card with its own separate dedicated video memory.
Oh, it does? Okay, I didn't know it had the separate graphics card. So now the processor here and this one, which one's newer?
Very similar.
Very similar.
27-inch and 16-inch. Yep. So this is probably more of an even comparison.
Versus the smaller laptop and the smaller desktop.
Smaller laptop and smaller desktop would be more even comparison.
Okay.
Okay guys, it is Wednesday and listen, a lot has happened. I know that I haven't filled you in, but I wanted to come on here and kind of give a little bit of an update. So I'm about halfway done with the wallpaper. What I've been doing, because again, this is another crazy busy week for my 9 to 5. So what I've been doing is I've been doing just one strip of the wallpaper a day, because at least I feel like I'm making some sort of progress. I'm really taking my time. It takes me about an hour to do one strip, and then I feel like I've gotten one step closer. This is just another example of when you don't have the bandwidth to say, okay, I'm going to carve out 7 hours in a day and focus on one task. Sometimes you're just not able to do that. And so you have decisions to make. You can either say, you know what, I don't have 7 hours to do it, so I'm not gonna do it at all until I have the 7 hours to do it, and then I'll be able to just knock it out. Or you say, you know what, I don't have the 7 hours to do it, but I do have 45 minutes here. So I'm gonna work on it for 45 minutes. I'll set the timer. And once that timer comes off, I literally stop mid-project and I move back to whether it's jumping to a meeting or going to pick up your kids from school, or you know you need to head to the gym to work out, or you know you need to start cooking dinner, whatever. But if you can carve out 45 minutes or 30 minutes or 20 minutes, you set that timer and you knock out as much as you can within that huge task for that 20, 30, or 45 minutes, and then you say, you know what, timer went off, gotta stop it. And that's what I've been doing. So I did a little bit on Monday, I did a little bit on Sunday actually. I did a little bit on Monday, and I've done a little bit today, yesterday. So I'm gonna do a little bit more once I'm done filming with you guys. And I'm loving how it's looking. You guys can see it in the back here. I mean, sis is doing it, okay? Listen, it was $34.99 a roll. I bought 4 rolls. By the looks of it though, it looks like I may only use 3. So I'll update you guys, because by the end of this week, I do want to be done with this. So I'm going to do some today. I'm going to do another strip today. I'll do another strip tomorrow. And then I think the final strip will be on Friday and I'll be done. But I will definitely show you guys the finished product. I can't wait for that. The other update is that the desk came in. I did not open the box yet because I just don't have the space to do it. I did purchase a fold-up desk. So this is gonna be like a pop-up setup for my business series. So I'm excited about that because I just don't have the space for a desk to be placed. I don't have an office right now, as I mentioned in last week's video, but you have to meet your needs where they are. Like where I can meet it is that right now it's gonna have to be a fold-up desk, and I'm gonna fold it up and then put it probably under my couch or behind my couch until I have until I move to another space that's larger, and I will be able to dedicate a space to filming these business videos. So for now, I'm happy with it. I have not opened it up yet though, so I'm really excited to see what it looks like. Hopefully it's of good quality, because you know, again, sometimes when you order online and then you see it in person, it may not look the same, so we will see. So I'm gonna open that up for you guys at the end of the week. Once I'm done with the wallpaper, I gotta open up that desk. I have to open up, what else did I get? Oh, I got another floor lamp, as I mentioned last week. It did arrive, but I just didn't take it out the box yet, because I want to kind of put those finishing touches on once the wallpaper is complete. In addition, Mother is upgrading her camera setup. I was going to buy another lens, but I'm going to hold off on that for now. I want to improve my audio though. So I did purchase a microphone that's going to connect to it. I got the Rode mic. Again, it's still in the box. I didn't even open it yet because I don't even want to go there yet. I'm really just trying to focus on keeping everything in the boxes until I finish this task of the wallpaper, which again will be done by Friday. And an update on the computer. So as you guys know, on Saturday I took you through me having a conversation with one of the employees at Apple, just trying to make a decision on what I'm gonna do. I am going to purchase the 16-inch laptop. I'm not gonna do the desktop. I was really tempted to do the desktop, but the reason why I chose to do the laptop instead is because I am pretty much a mobile business, and when I go to New York, or if I'm over by my girlfriend's house and I need to get work done. If I only have a desktop, then I'm limited to only being able to complete tasks when I'm at home. And that's really just not feasible for me. In addition, even when I'm at home, right? Like I could have the desktop, like it'll have to be a pop-up desktop, pop-up setup once again, but I'm doing what I need to do to get the work done. But then if I'm upstairs and I'm in bed and I want to get some work done, I'm not going to be able to do that because I won't have a laptop. So it just makes more sense, even though it's more costly, to get the laptop. Now, I was planning to get it next weekend, but then I thought about it and I said, let me just do a search, because I know that that's not one of their, that laptop's been out for maybe a little over 2 years. And I did a search on when Apple's coming out with a new 16-inch, and they are coming out with a new 16-inch, rumor has it, before the end of this year. So mom has some decisions to make. Emotionally, I feel like I want to just purchase it now so that I can get over this obstacle of having issues with being able to edit videos and improving the productivity in editing videos and editing my images in a more quick manner, because I'll have a better chip, right? A more updated version on my laptop and more memory, right? But then the other part of me is like, but wait, the new laptop's gonna have the M1 chip, which this one does not, okay? And then that will just make it, I mean, I'm already, $3,400 without tax, and that's not including AppleCare. So pretty much it'll be a little over, it'll probably be about just at $4,000, right? If I'm spending $4,000, I wanna get the newest laptop. Like, doesn't that just make sense? Like, it'll have the best memory chip in there. Like, doesn't it just make sense to wait a little bit? So I'm thinking, it says Q3 that they're supposed to come out with it. So we're in Q3. So I feel like it should be coming maybe by September. So I'm going to hold out, I would say, until mid-September. If it's not released by mid-September, I'm just gonna go ahead and purchase the computer, but I have a feeling that it will be. So fingers crossed, that's a decision on the laptop. So for now, I'm just gonna have to continue to manually move all of my content every week over to my Seagate remote storage, and then just continue to edit on this computer as best I can for now. So that's the decision on that. So I just wanted to update you guys. Now you're gonna see some clips of me continuing on with this wallpaper. And then for the rest of the day after that, I'm going to work on a lead magnet that I'm going to be including in the next few videos. So I'm going to try to create a new lead magnet maybe every month or so that I can diversify the type of freebies that I'm giving out, or lead magnets, if you will, as I'm trying to increase my email list. So you'll see me doing that a little bit later. And I think that's it for today in regards to the brand, because I do have some stuff to work on for my 9 to 5. Okay, I wanted to give you guys an update on what the wallpaper is looking like so far. So this is a really busy pattern, so I did not really try to line up the paint strokes that you have here that much. I think from afar, it films really, really well, so I'm happy about that. This has been a labor of love, y'all. Just this one last strip here from top to bottom, because I'm going top down, took me about 2.5 hours, one strip, because there's so many different ridges here. And then the other part that I didn't really remember, like I saw this when I first got this space, but I forgot, is that the walls are kind of like towards the bottom, they are uneven. So that's why, if you notice here, like I had to cut this part here, because it had to come over a little bit more, because there was starting to be a gap in one of the strips because the wall is uneven. You can really see it here. I'm trying to get the light. Do you notice that bump right there? So you can really tell that it just wasn't good. Overall, I'm happy with the way it came out. I have, I think, about 2 more strips to do. I would say the last strip is going to be challenging as well, because as you can see with the 2 shelves here, as well as this table, there are some parts here that I'm going to have to cut out. So that's that. I took 2 hours on this strip. I really didn't plan on taking that long. I thought I was gonna be able to do 2 strips today, but to be honest, I have some other things on my schedule, so I gotta get to it. It's Thursday evening, 7:30, and I don't want to work past 10:30. That's like my cutoff. So whenever I have a cutoff, I really try my best to stick to it. So what I'm going to do is work my way backwards. So I know that I want to stop working at 10:30, and I need to do one more strip of that wallpaper tonight. That wallpaper situation it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work, and I'm really trying my best to do it to the best of my ability. So what I've been doing is I'm trying to do just like one strip and then go work on something else and then come back and do another strip. So I've really been doing only one strip a day, but today I did 2 strips and I have 2 strips left. So I want to do one more strip tonight so that I'll only have one more to do tomorrow. It's been a very daunting task today because the portion of the wall that I'm doing is kind of uneven, so it's been a bit of a challenge. So I know that's gonna take me at least an hour, so that means I have to start that by 9:30. If I work my way backwards even further, I know that I wanna get some documents done, so I need to work on that. I'm probably gonna give myself like an hour and a half for that. So then that means that would have to start at 8 o'clock. And from now until 8 o'clock, which is a little under a half hour, and I'll probably finish it before that, I would like to just do a mind dump because I have a lot of things that's in my mind. I've kind of written down some notes and I know I need to kind of create a checklist. And today I ran to Home Goods really quick. I had to pick up something on my lunch hour and I said, you know what, let me just run to Home Goods really quick because I ran out of paper on my notepad. I really love to have a notepad. There's something about writing down my mind dumps in the morning and then organizing it into the task that I'm gonna do for the day, and then whatever I don't finish, I just let it roll over to the next day. So I got these cute, I think they're so cute, these cute notepads. It was $5 for 2 of them, so they're just like regular steno pads. I like these because if I'm just capturing some notes really quick for the day, sometimes they're all over the place, right? Some of them might be like things I have to do for the house, some might be stuff I have to do for my 9 to 5, some stuff for the Love of Peyton brand. So I don't really need anything fancy. I just need to be able to, as I think of something in the house, I could just drop it on here. And then I usually organize it into some sort of book. So I bought this book today as well. I thought that was super cute. This one was, I think it was, I just took the paper off, the sticker. I think this was $6.99. It's nice leather binding. You can see the sticker here. I hate how Home Goods and TJ Maxx does that, but that's neither here nor there. And this also has a little date area here and then just a mind up. I typically use these notebooks for both my 9 to 5 and my For the Love of Peyton brand. So this one I'm thinking I'm only going to use for the brand because there's just going to be a lot of moving pieces. I am in the process of trying to structure out what the rest of the year is going to look like, and it would be ideal if I have something tangible to look back on, right, and be able to say, okay, in Q4 I was able to, you know, plan this, and then based off of when I'm going to Q4, ending Q4 and entering Q1 of next year, I can look back and say, okay, this is the stuff I did accomplish or didn't. So I want to kind of have a record of that, and I feel like this is a good place to mind dump specifically for the brand. So that's my process. Everyone has a different way of staying organized. So right now I'm going to start with that, and then right at 8 o'clock I'm literally going to set a timer. That's how I kind of keep myself on task. So I'm going to start this, do it until 8, and then from 8 to 9:30 I'm going to knock out some of the templates and graphics I'm working on, and then from 9:30 to 10:30 I'm going to hit that wallpaper. So I'll do a time lapse so you guys can see what's going on. I had to close out this video by showing you guys the finished product of our wallpaper. Oh my goodness, guys. This I know was like the main goal for this week, and I'm so glad that I knocked it out the park. I feel so good about it. Everything is all done. As you can see, my little baby here, my little fig leaf plant is just thriving or whatever. I know, okay. I know it's only been 2 weeks, but it's looking good. This is how I plan to keep the living room when we are not filming, right? So this is where these 2 chairs will be. However, when we're filming, this will be moved a little bit to the left, kind of where this first chair is here, and then I'll have my desk set up on this side here. So that's the plan with that. Sad news on the lamp you saw me putting together. It's not going together right. I think something's wrong with this lamp, so I'm going to have to get this replaced. So I already set up to have the new one delivered, so we'll have to wait a couple days for that. The other area that's like a huge win for me is this area here. This area just became really a place to just have all things just piled up. In this corner, there was so much of Peyton's schoolwork and stuff like that that we usually do on a daily basis. I was able to reorganize her cart, get everything in there. Items we were no longer using, I was able to discard. So now we're back to kind of looking much more organized. I just moved the couch over a little bit, and this is the desk here. Actually, I still didn't take it out the box yet, but that's the foldable desk. But other than that, we are all done. I moved this couch over just a bit. I'm gonna move, like I said, this lamp's gonna go out tomorrow morning. I'm gonna take it back to Target, and then I'll just have to wait for the new one to come. But other than that, we are all done. 3 major goals accomplished this week would be getting this wallpaper up. I was able to set up the beginnings of my business strategy, and I finished my lead magnet. Those are 3 huge pieces that I was able to knock out the park this week, so I'm really happy about that. I did not take out the desk. That was something I did want to have finished. I wanted everything to be up. The lamp, I wanted the desk to be up, but that's okay. That's something small that I can just tack on to next week's goals. I hope you guys enjoy watching these videos. Thank you so much for your support. As always, we appreciate your support here and on Instagram. Make sure you head over there and follow us there as well. As always, we appreciate you guys for watching. Until next time.